Good morning everybody, welcome to the final event vlog of the season, which, yes, okay, that is a sad face, but it's also a rather exciting one. I'm trying to pop into the barn, but the light might be too bad as it's only just getting light. It's the Bicton vlog. I'm very, very excited for this, which is going to be my first stay away show with Mr. Star, who's looking excited and ready to go. There is going to be so much jam-packed action in this vlog because it's 5 days of stay away, and I'm headed down with Rochelle as well, who's also doing her first ever 2-star. So even on the days that I'm not doing stuff, we've got some 2-star action going on. So I won't make this intro too long, but it's finally here. Yes, trying to keep my expectations low because Star has never done a stay away event with me before. He can be a sensitive soul, so I have no idea what to expect, but it looks like we have a few very exciting days ahead of kind of long format style competition. So today's Wednesday, we're heading all the way down to Devon. That's about 4 hours from Loughborough, maybe 4.5 in the box, and then dressage on Thursday, nothing on Friday. We go cross country with all of the roads and tracks, which I explained in a previous vlog on Saturday, and we show jump finally on Sunday. So quite a lot to take in. I'll chat through maybe all of the individual stuff a little bit more as we go. I'm also driving down too as well, which I'll explain later, but very exciting. There goes the lorry in the distance. And it's go time! Let's do this. It looks like we've made it, and I can literally see a cross-country fence up there. I wonder if that's going to be for me. Anyway, I will catch up with you properly when we're properly there, but on the driveway this is rather exciting. My Bicton first impressions are that it is so windy. Are you seeing that? And wait till you see how bleak the sky looks. Whoa, it's gonna be a long week if it starts raining now. Hello everybody, it's Wednesday evening and I'm aware we haven't really caught up that much about today. Now it is a non-competing day, so that's the first thing that we're doing that's a little bit different from normal. If you've watched any of my stay away show vlogs before, you'll know I quite often rock up with Atty on the first day of competition, usually quite late, usually quite confused about where everything is, do my dressage test and get on with it from there. Star's a little bit of a different character, so we've come a day early to kind of help him get settled and calm and relaxed, and because we've got 2 here, Rochelle's heading the 2-star, it just makes more sense as well, otherwise it was going to be very manic to try and arrive tomorrow. Tomorrow is dressage day. We've got a busy morning because it's our only chance to practice the roads and tracks, so we're going to go for a little early morning hack. And I've got my car, which I said I would touch upon. My grandparents' house is about 15 minutes away from Bicton, so I've got my car here, so hopefully we can go and have a nice shower at some point, which I'm looking forward to already. But yeah, that is the update from the first sort of non-competition day, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with some action. Right, good morning. This is Thursday morning, and Rochelle's going to make a cup of tea, and I'm just going to film it in case it all goes terribly wrong. Oh my god. We did it! Look, it's like a fully functioning little unit. And we have been to check on Star this morning. He's, I'd say he's quite settled. He's back. Yes. Yes, it is breakfast time, so been to check on Star. I'd say he's relatively settled this morning, although I feel like I won't know for sure until I get on him. Just having a nice little cup of tea, stove, which you saw us turn on, and then it'll be time to go and ride. I'm going to ride him twice today, once hack, and then this afternoon is my dressage, which I can confidently say I know, which is good because I did not know the test as well as I needed to, and I spent last night working on it. Right, hello everybody, we're out hacking. So I'm not sure if it's the same as last year, but this year you're allowed to ride the roads and tracks for practice on the Thursday. So because my dressage is this afternoon, we've come out to kind of try and figure out what's going on with varying degrees of success. It's actually a lot more complicated than it looks. I'm definitely going to have to come back and do this all on foot, but Star is up for it, blowing off some steam ahead of our dressage, and I will see you later. the joys of bringing grey horses to speedway shows. I haven't even got them on this one, look at that. Very quick check-in before I start getting ready for dressage, which is exciting, nerve-wracking. Gonna clean my tack quickly, stead them up. I think Rochelle's gonna help me plait, because we all know how bad my plaits are. And yeah, then getting going. Kind of weird vibes, because I'm not like super nervous, because it's not a 2-star test, so it's not necessarily super challenging compared to what I've ridden before. But obviously I have no idea how Star's going to find it. I literally do not know. So we'll just have to take this one as it comes. Hopefully the prep work that we've done over the last few weeks has been enough to really put us in a good position. But you'll find out probably in the next couple of minutes of this vlog. Look who's made an appearance. I'm going to show off your new purchase. It's a bag especially for the vlogging camera. And Rochelle is also plaiting up Star. Hard at work. Doing an amazing job. And Star is enjoying a nice little massage. Star looking very relaxed, had his heat pad on. Rochelle's done a good job on plaiting him. Where's those little scissors? In the plaiting. How'd you do? I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine. Ain't got time to do everything you said you would. It's nearly time for dressage, so very interesting to see how this goes. Fingers crossed, it's a good one. Pictures of sunny day with your smile and the power. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Try to be cool, even wear that shirt you wanted to.
You have to squeeze every stride for it, that's perfect really.
Since I met you, I am not the same. It was not meant to be a fairy tale with a happy end. Girl, you take care now. I hope we can be friends. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. Okay, let's analyse this dressage test. I know a few people over on Instagram have been very intrigued to see the dressage judges' comments on this one. So straight off the bat, a couple of things that are worth noting. It's a long arena, 20 by 60, which I've never done with Star before. And you can see there's two cars, two judges, so I have two opinions to take into account here, and I have both of their test sheets here. I got a 7 from one judge for my centre line and a 6.5 from the other, and then this 15-metre circle I got a 7 from the judge at C and a 5.5 from the judge at E, who said it was egg-shaped, which is interesting. I've never been bashed for like the shapes of my circles before. I got two 6.5s for that trot, walk, trot, which is totally fair enough. I'm still working on making those downward transitions a little bit more active and engaged, and it wasn't something I could fix in the warm-up. That's a longer term fix. But I was just happy at this point how he was sort of keeping himself together. I got a 7 for that sort of trot around the outside of the arena, and now we are repeating, doing a 15-metre circle on the other rein, which I got a 6.5 from, I think, both judges. Yes, 6.5 from both judges. But what I will say is, look how calm he looks. For Star, his head is 100% in it. He looks super
Clunky,
calm.
isn't it? Both those.
Yeah, but everything else is really.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
I hadn't heard that comment from my mum. Just getting slated there from my mum. But he looked so calm, and he actually looks like he's sort of enjoying and listening. I need to work on my walk over the winter because it's a little behind the leg. You can see I'm having to work very hard there, and I got a 6 from the judge at C for that, and a 6.5 from the judge at E. This was a little bit gutting because I actually think he was starting to really move into his free walk. It was just picking up the momentum that I wanted. I was trying not to play it too safe, and then we had a little jog, which I got a 4 from both judges, so obviously that's quite costly. You got to go for it sometimes. You got to try. You got to push and see if you can get that sort of nice open free walk. So I don't regret it. It's just something worth noting. I thought this first bit in canter wasn't maybe the nicest, but by the time we got him on the circle, he was listening a little bit more. I hadn't practiced the give and retakes with him. I wasn't sure how he was going to find them, and I was really pleased with how he just kept going. Like, before going in the warm-up, I actually just don't think he'd ever done a give and retake. Then we have these funny cone-shaped things, which I got a 6.5 from both judges for. I think possibly one of the comments that says that it was a little bit big on the 15-metre circle, but that's okay. Back to trot. His trot work is looking super active, and I thought that transition was quite good. What did I get? 7 from the judge at C, and a 7 from the judge at E, so I was very happy with that. And I thought the canter work on this rein was nice as well, although I think I did the same thing and made our 15-metre sort of cone a little bit big. The give and retakes, I'm pleased with them. I think they look good. The overall picture of this test, I'm chuffed with. Even now I know the score, which I will tell you in a minute, I'm still really, really happy with how this test looked. The overall sort of collective comments at the end, that downwards transition wasn't great. The overall collective comments at the end, I think, they weren't a massive fan of his contact, which I can actually totally understand. They maybe want his pole to be up a little bit more, and that is some work to go away and do over the winter. But we got 37.5 for this test, which you can see here when I halt. I mean, our last interline was also, yeah, really not great, but the halt was good. You can see here at the end, probably from my expression, I wasn't expecting 37.5. I was expecting just a couple of marks less, but it is what it is, and I've learnt a lot, and I like the test.
I think they'll be really pleased.
Do a little dressage round at me. Dressage done, and I actually have a big smile on my face. I haven't seen the mark yet, but we kept it calm and relaxed. He literally just felt like, you know, oh yeah, I can do this easy, which for Star and dressage is not always how it feels. Yeah, he just, the key word I think is he felt super relaxed. I felt there were a couple of things I could have done a little bit better, and don't get me wrong, there was a couple of things like his jog in the walk, which was unfortunate. But how long have I been waiting to do a test that I come out of like totally smiling, and that's 3 in a row now where he's actually behaved. Okay, yes, a few of them have like a few little things like the counter last time. But yeah, to have done a test like that, really happy. We'll have to see what judges think.
Let's get a close up of yours. See, Mama's gone with something. Both Mum and Rochelle actually. I've got healthy spinach, and I've got chocolate. Hello, a quick little update. You'll notice I'm on my phone because my camera just died and I haven't got another battery with me right now. But I am with Mum. We are walking the cross country course for the very first time, and on the whole, it's looking alright, which, you know,
I probably should think, considering it's a 90 and the last cross country course I walked was a 2-star, but it's looking all right, which is good. Still haven't quite got my head around the directions of all of the roads and tracks. We didn't ride phase C earlier, so there's still quite a lot to do, but we're hoping we're going to get this walked before the sun sets. Good morning. I only have one shot at this, so I'm really hoping it's in focus, but as you'll probably have figured out, my camera died last night, so I didn't really get much footage. We didn't miss out on much. All we did was the rider briefing, and then we drove home to my grandparents' house, where we had a lovely night in the warm, charged with the devices, so we're all good to go. And today is Friday, so today is a non-competing day for me. Rochelle has her 2-star dressage, which is very exciting, and I'll be sure to throw a bit of that in here. So I still have quite a lot to do though. We went hacking around the roads and tracks yesterday. I think I pointed that out. We only managed phase A because all the signs had blown around in the wind and we went out really early, so we didn't really know what we were doing. So I've got phase A nailed down, but I've still got phase B and C very much to learn. Obviously with the cross country, I want to walk it again. Again, it's all strung off for the 2-star and 3-star now, so some of our lines you can't really walk, and they said that will be changed today. And what else? We'll ride Star twice. It's meant to be, as far as I'm aware, pretty terrible weather today, so we shall see with that one, but yeah. Hello everybody, I'm currently out walking at the roads and tracks and I am well in the thick of phase C, so I thought I'd have a little catch up with you. If you think I'm going crazy and you've seen some of the clips of roads and tracks and you're thinking, what has this got to do with an event flow? Be sure to check out my roads and tracks vlogs, which I will pop up on the screen now, where I explain why Bicton is a bit different from normal competitions. But yeah, quite a lot of walking. I have been going already for like half an hour. I have got lost a few times, so I'm glad that I'm walking it. This phase is mostly walk with a bit of trot, so quite nice, like a nice little hack, and it's a beautiful place to ride. I realised we never really caught up about my dressage. Obviously you heard how happy I was with the test, and actually having watched it back, that doesn't really change. I'm really chuffed with it. We got 37.5, so, you know, not the best score at all. I am definitely a little bit disappointed. There are no sub-30s in my arena, but there's not many that have gone in my arena. A few more go today, so it's not really saying that much. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit miffed, but it is what it is, and tomorrow is a new and exciting day, so let's just hope I can remember everything that I'm sort of taking in now.
Charlie Road. Mark on standby.
MTV, welcome to my crib. This is the sort of vague dumping ground that is the horse area of the lorry where we are storing everything, and that angle doesn't fully do justice of just how much clutter there is in here. I will show you in a minute. But it has rained solidly since the last time I spoke to you. The last hour, hour and a half being pretty heavy rain. Rochelle is due to go dressage in about an hour and a half, so I am just giving her tack a little clean while she gets Twinkle all plaited up. Just a little bit of teamwork makes the dream work. She plaits for me, I tack clean for her. Deals that we love to see. So I'm really hoping for her sake that the rain stops at some point. Anyway, I don't have too much more else to add. After her dressage, I have some more stuff to get done. I need to ride Star again. I want to walk the 90 cross country again because I've only walked the actual cross country bit once. But yeah, tomorrow is starting to come on very quickly. It isn't forecast to rain tomorrow until after I'm done, which is good. But with the amount of rain we've just had, it's going to be very interesting to see what the ground looks like now, because they have been running some cross country today, not over my course, so fingers crossed it will be okay. Right, somebody's just done their first ever 2-star test. Let's have your thoughts.
Well, I survived, so that's the main point.
More than survived, it was brilliant.
I felt like we did our absolute best. I made a mistake in the medium, so we've broken that. That will be costly. But it is what it is, and we've survived. She's done no wrong. It's my mistake, not hers, and she was a star.
Yay! Hello everybody. Well, isn't this a look? I am out on a rather miserable final course walk. Basically, they had all of the stringing set up for the 2-star when I walked it the other day, and they've just changed it. So I wanted to re-walk so I could like pick my exact lines. Now I know how it's going to be strung. But yeah, it's pretty grim. I'm not sure if you're even going to be able to hear any of this. Lovely. Not that much to say really. There's only one competition on the whole course, which I'm just coming up to, which I'm a little bit like, oh, how are we going to ride it? But maybe I'll show it to you, maybe I won't, because I'm not sure how waterproof my camera is, and it is very rainy. It's this one, you just saw it. It's like kind of on a half stride and it's on a massively downhill slope, so that's why I don't like it. Right, hello everybody, today is the big day, Roads and Tracks. I've just been preparing my little, I'm not sure about to see that on the camera, but my little list, which I'm going to stick to my arm when I go, because I'm going to be on star for about an hour, so there's quite a lot of timings to remember. It's been quite a relaxed morning so far. We've been out hand walked, fed obviously, and I'm just going to wander over, I think, to the 10-minute box, because cross country has started, and I'm going to go and see how other people kind of doing it, what they're bringing down there, what I can take away and learn and do myself, because really I don't have a clue. That is the plan, and then it's only about an hour or so till I'm gonna start getting ready, so exciting time. Right, the cross country colours are out, so it's go time, and I thought I would show you my arm. From a distance I feel like I've got a broken arm, but this is hopefully going to help me to not mess up my timings. From what I've seen, the steeplechase, a lot of people are going too slowly. Obviously it's really, really fast, but actually the main cross-country course, a lot of people are going too fast. So 2 things to bear in mind before I head out in literally like half an hour's time. Dan will go via the horse box for waterproof horse and rider wear. And spectator wear. It's not been a lot of vlog footage this morning because we've been running around a bit, and yeah, it's raining now, but we've got about 5 minutes if that till I get on, so exciting.
Safely home. In front of our position here, Charlotte Walters and Holman McCallum. So time, 4-star Rakeshkaran and Lakshman Kamanchi. Really nicely judged, 5 minutes and 28. So nothing done.
This is 5 minutes before Flo goes cross country. At some point I do need a minute to like go through the cross and back. Unless you want to go, will you walk?
Yeah?
Is that alright?
Oh my god.
Just a couple of extra elements, one up water, 13 mega bacon, telly for Charlie, 5 2 fences.
I can feel it in my veins.
Away will be
Hands in the sky.
North Dakota.
I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right, and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up.
3 4 3
Caught by surprise,
19.
want you to make my
3-day competitors.
feel as much as I
Clear off.
know it should. I wanna get high on, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
Fast, slow after. Right hand side of that first brush. A good line, down the hill. Clear of the second element and take a wide straight.
Things turn around, didn't ever think they could. I'm done with the bad.
Thank you.
I need a little bit of good. Settled in the world, like everything is new. Stepped on a path that led me straight to you. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
Clear off the deep brush at 16. And bed line. Over around. Please.
No arms. Enough to do that. He was very strong. He was very good, and he made that course feel like super easy. And we were inside the time in all 4 phases, I think, which is good. All done for today, Star. You're a little bit bedraggled, aren't you? Certainly resting, alright, gorgeous.
Hello everybody, I've not given many updates of the day. It's been rather busy, but obviously you saw I was very happy with my cross country. We were clear inside all of the times, in all of the different phases, and I'm here with Dan and Rochelle, and we are about to head to the famous, well I say famous, the much anticipated end of season party at Bicton. So hopefully it's going to be a good evening, and then an early start tomorrow for trot up and show jumping. Good morning everybody, it is the final day and I'm awake. I'd say maybe all a little bit less bright-eyed and bushy-tailed than we have been on other days, but we had a good night last night, some of us more so than others. He literally isn't waking up from me vlogging, so anyway, final day of the 90 runs, pretty much like the final day of a 2-star or a 3-star long, you know, like a long format international. Trot up in the morning, so that's what we're currently getting ready for. Just getting the star clean, getting them plaited, and then show jump in reverse order, so I will be on a bit later in the day, which is nice not to have a mad sort of panic stress for once. So that's where we're up to with the day. Come along. Final day, let's do this. He's just gonna stay there. He's literally not gonna wake up. Oh, hello.
So next to present we have number 344. This is Able Star, written and owned by Flo Carter.
Speaking of the voice.
Able Star is accepted.
Survived, hit my wellies. Didn't even get time to get changed. How long do you reckon it's going to take you? Years. It's a pro at work.
Another combination.
Favourite bit?
What's
your favourite bit?
Just after we finish the 90 Open section and joining us now. So it was a very
You
Bye.
So, good round indeed, Mira Wader, Flo and Able Star leads you on that score of 37.5 in 4th place at the moment, with just a couple between.
Showed everything done, and I'm so pleased with him. He was such a good boy and he made it feel really easy. The warm-up arena was not fun. It was very deep, basically just a massive puddle, and he was so good because I don't think he liked that very much. He was a little bit kind of all over the shop, and I went in there and was excited but very, very good, and helped me out on the double. I have no idea what happened to the double, but yeah, he helped me out and very chuffed, and I think we might have a top 3 finish, which is exciting. And there's a team competition which I haven't even mentioned on the vlog, which our team I think has come second, so I'll tell you more about that after.
And now we are led away by our winner of the
This is going to be interesting.
BE90, Helen Butland and Sia Savitas. As soon as the prize giving has completed, we hope the course will be open for walking, and we will start at past prompt.
Oh yeah, I didn't hold my... I did hold it. Did you hold it?
I've got 14, mate.
Yeah, where's your other teammate?
Sorry, Babs. You have this one as well. There you go.
The team section.
Oh, guys, we are officially off.
In their final.
there we go, just like that. That is the end of the final event vlog of the 2022 season. As you can probably tell, I'm filming this a couple of days after we've got back from Bicton, and someone has adopted his full-time winter position of just being a general mud monster. But I am so proud of him. What an amazing week at Bicton. Not only did he post a very, very good performance, like I said, I was super happy with the jumping, the double clear, the inside the time. I was really happy with his dressage, even if the mark maybe didn't reflect it, and hopefully my thoughts over the dressage test kind of give us something to work on over the winter. But perhaps more than anything else, I was so pleased with how calm he was the entire week. He was an absolute gent. Not silly, not nervous, just played it really, really cool. Obviously, the lap of honour at the end was a little bit different. He was rather excited about that, but you can't blame him. So I'm really chuffed. He held himself together really well, particularly the show jumping, which was in a literal quagmire. It was a literal lake, and he was so good. So I'm very, very proud of him indeed. And I didn't even really touch on the fact that I was in a team competition with, on my team I had Meg Elphick and Tina Wallace, who you guys probably know. They do their own vlogs over on YouTube. I'm sure they need no introduction. And also the lovely Tara, who runs Makara, which you've probably seen me in loads of their stuff. So we had a lovely team, and we came second, which is also great. So we got a second lap of honour for our team. Just an all-round amazing experience. Got lots to work on over the winter, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready to get my head down and work. The boys will both have winter breaks at some point, but not just yet. They'll probably have winter breaks when my kind of academic life gets a bit more intense, which is not just yet. So yeah, I could waffle on and on. There's so many things I'd love to touch on. The new bit was good. Still a little bit strong going down some of the hills at the end, but you can't blame him. So we're going to see. We'll use winter to work out whether this is the right bit or whether we need to go back to the drawing board, because I feel like that wasn't a very fair test, doing all those roads and tracks and then on really slippy conditions when my reins are really wet, seeing whether he was going to be strong downhill. Of course he was going to be a little bit strong, but he was mega. You were a good boy, weren't you? And you've made me very, very excited for next season. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling as I will go on, but thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you very, very soon with whatever's coming next.